Hello, my name is Amelia Weatherall.
And I'm Lotty Gilbey.
And we're here today to give you a brief overview on the agri-environmental sector and the changes that may be affecting you and your business. Recent governmental changes and the subsequent budget have altered our environmental policies and priorities.
Understanding your environmental land management scheme has never been more important to protecting your farm. From this, you should take away some key advice that will help you with the increasing complexities of farming sustainably.
Recently, this summer, the Countryside Stewardship Capital Grant System opened for new applications. This grant scheme is now capped. With items, you have the £25,000 caps for water quality, air quality and natural flood management, and £35,000 for boundary items. Some items that may be beneficial for your farm include fencing, tracks, hedgerows, concreting and sprayer washdown areas. Some of these items do require the approval of catchment-sensitive farming to ensure that the pathways for pollutants are effectively managed. A second round is set to open in 2026 following improvements of round one. So if you are interested in accessing any of these grants, please do get in touch with your local Brown&Co office.
Following the increased payment rates earlier this year, high-level stewardship schemes are currently the most valuable they have ever been. Scheme holders will now receive an average of 34.4% more for their HLS. This will commence from the 2025 payments. If you're currently in a 5-year HLS extension and considering leaving your agreement, a repayment from the start of your extension date will be required.
For those with environmental land management schemes expiring at the end of 2025, whether this be HLS or Countryside Stewardship, your potential options could include rolling over your existing agreement or entering what will be the new SFI, which is expected to open in 2026. This could lead to a potential gap in funding for some farmers. During this time, we can help you with understanding your environmental land management, prepare you for future schemes, and possibly access alternative revenue if available.
We understand that the closure of the SFI expanded offer earlier this year left many in a difficult position, heightened by the reduction in BPS. A limited offer was available during the summer for 6 weeks for those who missed out on the initial expanded offer. Looking forward, the SFI 2026 is likely to be a competitive scheme with capped options and potentially offered to those who provide increased environmental uplifts. This further highlights the importance of effectively planning a scheme that both complements and enhances your farming business. Whilst we don't yet know how this scheme will look, pre-planning will be essential to accessing future funding.
Countryside Stewardship Hire Tier is now open for applications following pre-application advice from Natural England or the Forestry Commission. This advice helps to tailor the application to the specific site and benefits the habitats that are present. Currently, this application is invitation only, but it is set to open up to the wider community later in 2026. For some actions in the hire tier, some plans under the Countryside Stewardship Capital Grants are required. If you have any hire tier project in mind, please do get in touch with your local Brown&Co office. Under the Countryside Stewardship Hire Tier, there are also payments for active woodland management. A woodland management plan will be required, which will be approved by the Forestry Commission. The Woodland Management Plan grant is available under the Hire Tier Capital Grants.
The English Woodland Creation Grant is now available for those who would like to plant new woodland. There is a minimum application size of 1 hectare, which can comprise of planting blocks of 0.1 hectares and upwards. This scheme is set to close on the 31st of March 2026 and requires pre-planning with the Forestry Commission. Further funding can be accessed if the new woodland provides increased public and environmental benefits, such as recreational access, improved water quality and nature recovery.
It's important to note that the schemes talked about in this video aren't your only options. The Farming in Protective Landscape Grant has received new funding that will remain in place until March of 2026. Offered to those in national parks and landscapes, the FIPL grant encourages creative thinking, supports rural communities, whilst also combating climate resilience. If you have any project in mind that is not typically covered by these schemes, FIPL may be for you.
We hope this has given you some key advice and points to take home. We understand there has been lots of change in the environmental sector during the last year and we expect more to come. With increased competition and limited funding, now is an ideal time to clarify your farming objectives and develop a scheme that works best for you.
We are here to help you with the creation and development of all of these environmental land management schemes. So if anything that we have spoken about in this video is of interest, please do get in contact with your local Brown&Co office.